Hey guys, it's Smile here with What if Batman was a shield hero? But before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Then I get a bunch of likes, and the video does better in the algorithm. Can I pronounce it? Damn it. But let's start the video. So one day, Batman and Robin, and I'm talking about Damien, not Dick and Greystone or something, are scouting a place. But as they're scouting and watching from the shadows, a van appears, and a group of ducks appear as well. But the van opens up. Two men walk out with a book in some sort of glass container. But as they come out, they ask if this is it. But as they're talking, Damien asks what's so special about this book. Batman says, "You're not sure, but according to Zatanna, it's dangerous." Then a crook breaks the container and grabs the book and opens it. But Batman soon jumps down and lands on a crook, and then grabs another one and throws it at each other, while Damien knocks out the other two. But as Batman reaches down and grabs the book, he opens up and looks at the page. He tells Damien to contact the League. Batman looking through the book, he realizes that it's about a group of heroes. As he turns the page to read about the shield hero, the book glows and he disappears, leaving Damien confused and scared. As the light disappears, Batman lands in a circle and he pulls out a batarang with a slight electrical shock that almost makes him drop it. Before he can ask what the hell, or throw it, he sees a group of men in robes and a couple of teenagers. As he asks what's going on, the guy in the robes starts murmuring, saying, "Is that Warchild from their land? Is he some sort of beast?" One man says, "Doesn't matter. If we summon him, then he must be a hero." Then Batman sees a shield and thinks to himself, he was spot here of a shield and a group of teenagers with weapons that are similar to the heroes in a book. He must have been summoned to help the people in those books. But Batman looks at Robin and tells him, "Send him back. That he needs to protect Gotham." But then he gets surrounded by soldiers with blades, so he lets the man in the robe go. As the man calms down, he says, "Please listen to us." But then the teenagers pull out the weapons and say, "We agree with the weirdo, and send us home." The ropes say they will offer payment, and please listen to us. So Batman and the teachers were being escorted. And while on the way there, they're being explained that there are 4 cardinal heroes, and there are some here. But the kid in the short says, "They put us here without consent." But Batman tells them, "Don't be quiet. If they have power to summon people here, then a child with no training or physical strength has no chance in a fight." But as they reach the throne, the king greets them all except for Batman. Batman takes notice of this, but the king asks them to introduce themselves. They don't interrupt Batman, and they're actually kind of confused. Batman says that he is Batman, protector of Gotham, or hero of Gotham or something, and leader of the Justice League. But the kid then... Hold on. But the king then explains the reason why they're summoned here. Save the kingdom from the waves. And how the hourglass protects them. And how they have no time to lose. But before the king can finish, Batman says he refuses. And that he needs to go home. The sword guy says, "Hey, I don't remember seeing this. I thought you were a cosplayer or something. Like, I thought you'd be the minute you get the chance to become a hero, you would jump at it." But he says, it seems like they don't know who he is. So when they look at him and say, they do not. King Batman says, in this world, he's part of a group of heroes that protect people, sometimes even the earth. And that he works with multiple other heroes. And he has no time to save somebody else's world when his world could be attacked by aliens, gods, or superhumans. And that they need to send him back. But the kid tells him that if he has the experience of a hero, wouldn't it be useful? And not to mention they would pay him well. And says, "These doesn't help people for the money. And this group has far much more money than this kingdom." And this was off the king says, and he begs him to say, "I need your help. And they won't be able to summon another hero." But Batman says he doesn't care. The hero say that if he really was a hero, then he probably would have helped. And then at that point, he points the weapons at him and say, "They probably just some sort of crazy guy since they never heard of the Justice League or Batman." So he says, "They're probably from parallel Earths where heroes don't exist." And somebody says, "The only hero I know about are the ones in like books, like Spider-Man." Batman says, "I never heard of Spider-Man. But if he's considered a hero, then you would have seen if you, damn it." We would have watched to see if he was able to join the Justice League. But the king then says that he would. Damn it, I can't speak for some reason. Damn it, I can't speak, guys. Sorry. The king then says he would like to allow them to talk, but there's still a problem with Batman's return. And Batman says there's no problem, just send me back. The king says that he can't, and if he wanted to, the heroes can only return home once the waves are gone. And says that his group has a member that can use magic. Sooner or later, they will be able to get him home. The king says that if that's true, then while you're here, can you please help us with the waves? Because with his body, his past as a hero, he can help. Batman says that you will not only help until his teammates come and get him home, or until he gets home by himself. In this comment, the king sighs and says, "Thank you." He says that now that we handle this situation, yes, they can check their statuses. When the hero asks what that is, and says that it's most likely the thought in a corner of their vision, and from the looks of it, it seems to be a skill list. That's when the hero opens up and say that you need level 1, that sucks, but the heroes say, respect it, but man says, it must be because you're like a training strength. So one of them asks what his is, and says, his is 40. That's when the king and everybody gasps and asks, how's that possible? And just responds with, my word, I've done years of training to stand up against people who are born with godlike powers. And I'm the strongest member of my group of heroes, or considered the most dangerous at least. They must have carried over. Then say that in their case, they're going to have to use the weapons until they can use their weapons properly. And it says they can't. That's when they ask Batman. Claims that he grabs a batarang. He gets shocked in it, but he enters it. But he does that he can then throw a batarang to a hero. But as they catch it, they get shocked and drop it. That's when the king explains that the heroes can't wield other weapons. Somebody else says that they call somebody else said, damn, that sucks. I guess they use Batman to weaken an enemy until they can get stronger. The king says that the heroes cannot work together since the weapons will not get stronger if they're together. The king says that he works better alone anyways. The king says that you need help. That's why they summon the best of the best to help them. They should rest for now. As they all go to their rooms, they start talking about each other and avoid Batman. As they start talking, they mention how this is like a video game, but Batman says they should take this serious. Their lives and others are at stake. They say they didn't know that, but as they talk, they discovered that the Batman was right. They are from different dimensions. That's when they start asking him about superheroes in his world and how they're real and what it's like. But Batman just tells them to be quiet. And they ask why. He said they're being spied on. He then breaks the door and grabs the knight that was listening. He then asks, "What are you doing?" That's when he just says that he wanted to know what they were like. But Batman says, "No, you're lying," and they tell him. But the other try to stop him. Guard then says, "The king in prison asked me to spy on you, the shield hero." That's when another asks, "Why?" But Batman says, "Isn't it obvious the king has some sort of grudge against me? It's probably because of something the last hero has done to him." That's when a bunch of guards come and surround him. Batman drops the guard and asks to speak to the king. When he does, the king explains that he's under arrest for attacking his soldiers and says they were spying on him, and the others agreed, but the Batman then says if they tried to arrest him, they wouldn't stand a chance. Then that's when one of the heroes asks, "Why?" That's when Batman says, that's when he grabs a guard and Sorcerer, he realized that they're much stronger than his allies. Like he said, he considered them most dangerous in his group, so he can leave whenever he wanted to. The comic picks up the King's Soul. He says, "Arrest the shield hero!" But as the guard charges him, Batman drops a smoke pellet. That's when somebody says, "He uses smoke!" But then the guard's scream goes flying into a wall. Then more screams are heard before the smoke disappears, to reveal Batman standing above the group of defeated soldiers. Then charges like King and grabs his neck, tells him to send him home. The King says that he can't and he won't, that he's a criminal. The superheroes and both heroes say they shouldn't arrest him, or if they can, but they each attacked him by provoking or starting to attack him. Batman drops the King and begins to go to the window. The King saying that he will be hanged, but Batman pulls out his grappler and says, "Seems that this doesn't work on me, and that he should be nice or else." That's when an army of guards come out and says, "He's under arrest," but the heroes say they have his back because he's a hero. But Batman says, No need. He was better in the dark. He then jumps through the window and shoots his grappler, leaving the guards confused and that the hero is amazing. He's so cool. But Batman walks through the streets and the shadows. He says, when he arrived and met the king, he knew something was wrong with the city. He knew it was a corrupt. It's worse than Gotham. But don't worry, after he defeats the wave, he's going back to Gotham. Then sees a group of thugs walking around with some money they stole. As they look at Batman to see him, they think, is that the Shield Hero? He says, you live without any payment, so you're going to need their money. But they laugh and say, get him! The next day, a group of thugs are tied up and beaten, while the guard is putting up wanted posters with the Batman. Guys, I'm going to end the video here. But really, tell me where we should call Reptilia, because we can't call her Robin. We already have Damian. Oh, and also don't forget to like, share the video, and also so you can go beyond Plus Ultra.